Jessica Vasalik of Arizona playing her second shot at the 9th. Arizona right now a shot out of the 8th spot. It's a good shot there for Vasalik. Set up a birdie opportunity. We take you back to 7.
And we'll check in with Kay and Haley Moore in her third shot.
Kurt, a lot of pressure on this young 17-year-old freshman. She drove it in the left rough for the 3rd hole in a row, so was forced to lay up again. Just over 60 yards back to this hole location.
Oh, it didn't take off.
No, and boy, she would have liked to have had that much closer.
That's actually a really tough putt. There's a lot of break in that putt. It's uphill and slow. She played well last year in the ANA Inspiration, the only amateur to make the cut.
And we had a chance to ask her on playing the 2015 ANA Inspiration and how it prepared her for college golf.
Playing in a big tournament like the ANA a year ago, it's gotten me a lot of confidence, just knowing that I was playing above like the college level and I was playing with actual pros, and that week my game was pretty on strike, and so I've taken a lot of what I've learned from there and put it into my college career.
Haley is going to need to rely on that experience. She's 4 under on her round today. The only mistake came at the 5th hole where she made that double bogey. You see 3 birdies on the front side, 3 more on the back. To 8.
Yep. Crystal Kiwi for birdie.
This is not a putt you can charge. This is very fast, moving from her right to left.
Karen, you get the sense that everybody somehow feels like they know what's going on.
Oh.
You're seeing some weird kind of strokes and shots.
It's really hard to not feel that when you're out there. It's very important as players to try and keep in your bubble, but it's almost impossible to do.
And Kiwi is going to count. There she is at 1 over par. So this comeback putt for her for par is very important. Of course, Oregon, they're done. They're waiting to see what happens, waiting to see if they get that 8th spot and go to match play tomorrow.
Oregon had posted 14. Oklahoma State needed a par from their last player on the last hole to post 13, which would have eliminated Oregon. The team would have had to go up like Arizona and try to catch them, but now Oregon sits and waits, and now can Arizona catch Oregon? Speaking of Arizona, Jessica Vasalik has a birdie putt at the 9th, her final hole of the day. And Arizona a shot behind Oregon for the 8th spot, but Arizona has players out on the golf course still. And Coach Laura Iannello helping her read the putt. Let's go back to the 8th.
Crystal Kiwi now for par.
She saw it when it passed the hole. This is an inside left putt and firm back up the hill.
Wow, that's huge. Boy, if the pressure was getting to her, Nicole, in the first one, she really came back strong on the second.
Right, but I spoke to the assistant, Coach Radley, back in the fairway, and he said that Crystal has no idea where they stand, and he wasn't planning on telling her.
And back in the fairway, Lindsay Weaver has driven it perfectly down that left side. She's going to have a little flip wedge, so she's set herself up to stuff one in there. Big putt by Crystal Kiwi, though. They're 1 shot out right now, a tie with Oregon.
Her teammate, Jessica Vasalik, at the 9th, is taking a long look at this birdie opportunity. She makes this putt, Arizona will move into a tie with Oregon for the 8th spot. She is really analyzing over this.
Yes, she is. her teammate in the background looking through the scores on her phone, seeing where they all stand. And that's not what you needed. You don't need a four-footer coming back.
To 7.
And Haley Moore has this for birdie.
Kurt, you said it. This is a tough putt to get the speed right. Uphill gradually. And she's hammered this.
There's a tremendous slope going up the hill. It moves hard to the left. Boy, Arizona leaving themselves some tough comeback putts. To the 18th.
Virginia Elena Carta on the tee at 18 with a 7-shot lead in the individual.
Yeah, amazing the performance she has put on today, and a little wait here before the tee at 18, but I'm sure she has some time to reflect on what's just unfolding. Even though she's a freshman, she plays almost like a seasoned veteran, what she's shown me today.
Thank you.
1996 Arizona's Marissa Baena won by 7 shots. Annie Park of USC by 6 in 2013. Now Vasalik of Arizona for her par, and she pours it in. So Arizona making these clutch par putts to remain a shot out of the 8th spot. Back to 7.
And a big par putt here for Haley Moore, Kay.
Another big par putt for Arizona. And assistant coach Derek Radley was on the green. He's in her ear. He's been trying to pump her up and keep her head in the game.
Boy.
Oh, that is a huge disappointment for a player like her who has the length to not, first of all, not even be able to go for this par 5 and 2, and then to make a bogey.
Now ahead, her teammate Lindsay Weaver in the fairway with a sand wedge at 8. Good chance to throw one in there close. And not too bad. Right at it. She's underneath the hole, so she can be aggressive with that putt. What a venue for this championship. Tremendous. Oregon Country, Eugene Country Club. There it is right there. Arizona is going to drop a shot. They're going to be at 16 over. This was just a moment ago at the 7th hole. Haley Moore cleaning up for bogey. Very disappointing. She's a long hitter. We've seen a lot of players knock it on that par 5 and 2, and to come away with bogey is a little bit of a tough pill to swallow. Oregon sticking tight as a team, waiting to see what happens. Huge putt here for Lindsay Weaver. Arizona up the hill. She may have misread that a little bit. So she is going to likely come away with par. They need something good to happen, Karen, down the stretch. They got to make something happen.
I think it's 60. Yeah, I like that.
Arizona's Crystal Kiwi set to play her 2nd shot at the 9th.
She hit a beautiful tee shot up this left side. She has such a good look angle-wise to this right hole location. She is 148.
While we wait to 8.
Haley Moore on the tee at 8K.
Has to find a way to hit a straight tee shot. Her last 3 have gone left, and this is a good one.
Looks like she hit a little cut, that big fir tree down the right side. You have to avoid that, and then the 2 in the fairway. That's going to be a flip sandwich for her. All right, now back to 9.
Crystal Kiwi.
148. This is a 7-iron.
Arizona 2 shots out of the 8th spot, held by Oregon right now.
And like we said, she has no idea where their team stands right now. It's headed just a little left.
The intensity does ratchet up just a little bit when all of a sudden Nicole shows up and starts talking about the group. The TV cameras are all there, all over her. She'll know that something's going on. The feeling will be there.
Well, and that's the part of a head coach, to know which player can handle, I need a birdie in the last 2 holes, and which player hit the fairway, hit the green, make a putt. But there has to come a point here soon that someone needs to know, and I think Lindsay's the one that can handle it.
Lindsay Weaver, senior, finance major, on the tee at 9.
Good ball.
She hits the fairway with her tee shot. Again, Arizona 2 shots out of the 8th spot, currently held by Oregon. Victory for Karen Chung of USC, playing her 2nd shot at 18.
Well, Bob, that's a prime example there that you must drive the ball in the fairway. That ball coming at low and running. What a beautiful shot there by Karen Chung. Wow.
USC currently in the 3rd spot, so comfortably in the top 8. Virginia Elena Carta now getting set to play her 2nd. She has a 7-shot lead, trying to lock down the individual championship.
And Bob, the thing that's most impressive to me, having that big lead, you would think such a young player would back off, play 3 woods off the tee irons, and really play safe, knowing that your team was going to move on into the match play portion of the championship. But she has continued throughout the day to be aggressive off the tee, aggressive with her approach shots, and in turn aggressive with her putts also. She has shown me that she has a lot of confidence in herself.
And that's a winner's mentality. That's what you do to win tournaments. You take it to the golf course, you take it to everybody else, you do not back down.
That's from 169 yards. And Karen, it's been one of those days for her, and something that she'll remember for a long time.
Today's NCAA leaderboard is brought to you by Coca-Cola. Virginia Elena Carta.
And one of the players that needs to make something happen, Haley Moore.
66 yards to the hole. That was her 56-degree wedge.
Oh!
How about that?
Wow, that took a look right there. That almost went down for eagle. They need to make up 2 shots. They almost did it with 1 swing. Watch this. Oh.
Kurt, if that goes in, they would have been tied with Oregon. Crystal Kiwi has a birdie putt at the 9th, her final hole of the day. Not high enough. So now if you're a fan of Oregon, or the Oregon team right now, you're like, okay, that one we just dodged. Let's go back to 8.
And Haley Moore looking it over here, Kay.
Yeah, just a little bit outside, an absolute gimme. Probably just a 13, 14-incher.
A much better stroke there. She stayed down. Good birdie. Nice bounce back after that bogey at the par 5 7th. So they creep a little closer, within a shot of a playoff with Oregon.
And Derek Radley, the assistant, just said we need 1 more.
Yep.
USC's Karen Chung has a birdie putt at 18.
Yeah, pretty impressive 2nd shot she played out of that right-hand rough. That ball was sitting down, and she chased it up there with one of her hybrids, and now it's a putt that's back up the hill. Not a lot of movement.
USC currently in the 3rd spot at 2 under as a team. run there. Stage being set for Virginia Elena Carta of Duke. Last freshman to win the individual championship on the women's side, Annie Park of USC in 2013. Carta with a 7-shot lead. Born in Milan, at the age of 10, her family moved to a town outside of Venice. And as a freshman at Duke, trying to close out the individual national championship. She wanted to finish in style, making that birdie on the last hole, but she just needs to finish that up for her par and go sign that scorecard. What a performance by Virginia Elena Carta of Duke. Now Lindsey Weaver of Arizona's second shot at 9.
This is a good looking shot.
Nicely played by Lindsey Weaver. Remember, Arizona is a shot out. UCLA's Bronte Law has this putt for par. UCLA last year at the Concession Club finished 15th in stroke play. They sit atop the leaderboard at 8 under. Karen Chung for her par. Ray Brown, as we saw Virginia Elena Carta, has composed herself a little bit. She's got a 7-shot lead. You know what this feels like as a freshman to win an individual championship.
I can tell you, Bob, there's been a lot of reflecting going on with me. It's pretty cool to watch a freshman knock out a national championship individual title. It's been a joy for me to be here and watch.
Duke's Virginia Elena Carta, final round, 3 under par, and posts 16 under to win the 2016 NCAA Division I Women's Championship. Little ice water bath from teammates, and well deserved.
Great job. Not quite finished, Jack. Calm back down.
Haley Moore of Arizona on the tee at 9. They are 1 shot out of that 8th spot.
This is definitely a more birdieable hole than 18, but this leaking right.
All right.
She's trying to duplicate the drive she had on the last hole.
Oh my God, you are. Congrats.
See the team from Alabama congratulating Virginia Elena Carta. Cheyenne Knight, another freshman, wishing her good luck. So we know Duke is moving on. We tip our cap to Virginia Elena Carta. Now the focus shifts to Arizona. 1 shot.
This man beat me by 1. So she has to make this bet, maybe it's make a birdie.
Out of the last spot. Arizona knows what needs to be done. They need a birdie to tie. 2 birdies to move on. Noah Olara of South Carolina will be first to play here on the green for birdie. South Carolina has done a wonderful job today. They're currently in the 7th spot at +9, so they are moving on to match play.
This is a slow putt moving to her right. The head coach, Kaylin Anderson, has done a great job with this team. Oh, so close.
Beautiful putt there by Olara. She will tap in for her par. 1 under 71. But again, South Carolina has the 7th spot locked up. This putt now huge for Arizona and Lindsey Weaver. This birdie here would move Arizona into a tie with Oregon for 8th.
And this putt's moving pretty good to her right.
Go.
So a par for Weaver. Shoots 4 over 76 today. And it's going to come down to Haley Moore of Arizona needing to make a birdie in order for Arizona to move into a tie with Oregon for the final spot. The top 8 teams move on to match play. Haley Moore of Arizona needs to make a birdie on the final hole.
That makes sense? Yeah. So if he can just fly something in this fairway, if they're at that power, we're going to give ourselves a chance. Okay?
Derek Radley trying to instill every positive notion he can. It's going to take a tremendous effort for her to make a 3 from this position. Ball sitting down in that long, thick rough. She's got an 8-iron. She's going to try to hit a little punch shot, get it somewhere on the front left part of the green.
Go in the bunker, so now she needs to hold that 3rd shot in order for Arizona to move into a tie with Oregon for the 8th spot. Oregon posted 14 under. Oklahoma State was at 13 under, but they tripled the final hole to fall back to 11th. Arizona's had a couple looks. Haley Moore nearly holed out at the 8th for Eagle, and look at the emotion there. She's got to get herself composed here. And the coach, Derek Radley, did just that.
It's a big move. He's been with her these last few holes, and I think that's been so important. She is an emotional player. She has a roller coaster going on out there. She's up, she's down, and he's there to help that.
And let's remember, too, she's just a freshman.
Yep.
She is just a freshman.
And just a 17-year-old freshman at that. Joined University of Arizona in January, graduated high school early. Her plans are to graduate Arizona in 3.5 years. So this is a big learning experience, and Karen, a lot to put on the shoulders of a 17-year-old. No, she's handled it pretty well.
Yeah, you're right there, Kay, but it's just good that she's got somebody walking every single set with her right now.
Yeah, I'm sure her head's spinning a little bit. Certainly, if it weren't for the 6 birdies that she made, Arizona wouldn't have even had a chance. Then the double bogey at 5 and the bogey at 7.
And then she nearly holds out for Eagle at 8, which would have moved them into a tie.
She's going to be exhausted after this round, no matter what happens. Caitlin Dambaugh punched out of the right trees, and his short left will chip first, and it's actually could aid Haley. She'll get a look at what the run out of Caitlin Dambaugh's chip does, and that might give her a little bit more confidence, give her a little more security on what she needs to do, because she's only thinking sink for her this third shot.
Caitlin Dambaugh, member of the South Carolina squad that is locked into the 7th spot.
One of those to keep an eye on for the Annika Award. Is really coming to her own. Finally broke through with the victory at regionals. Came in 2nd at SEC. So as we move to the match play portion of this championship, someone that Kaylin Anderson will be relying on quite a bit.
Oh, well, she's not going to teach her anything with that one. Caught way too much ball there. And Karen, we've seen a lot of incredible things over the years. This is definitely doable. She has a lot of green to work with. If she can get it rolling quickly low like a chip, but it looks like she has a fairly lofted club in her hand.
Oregon watching closely, having posted 14 under. Didn't look good as Oklahoma State was coming up the final hole. Then Arizona made a late charge. Haley Davis, the freshman, needs to make this to force a playoff for the 8th spot between Arizona and Oregon.
All we can do is give it a chance, right? You got this. I believe in you.
That was assistant coach Derek Radley. Final words of encouragement for Haley Moore. She gave it a run.
Until somebody tells me, I'm really not gonna believe it.
Well, Oregon can believe it. They posted 14, and it withstood. Look at Derek Radley. Hoping for a prayer. Haley Moore gave it a good run, Karen.
She really did everything she needed to. It was just a little bit, line-wise, was a little bit left, but in terms of giving it a chance, had the right speed. That's all you can ask for.
And Haley Moore, 6 birdies today. Fantastic playing. Lauren Coughlin of Virginia for birdie. Virginia locked into the 5th slot. Maria Scott, the head coach, still waiting for confirmation, but that 14 is going to hold. And we heard her earlier say to her team, post that number, and let's see people come get us. Oklahoma State was in position to post 13. Unfortunately, they faltered late. Arizona had chances late, not able to cash in on putts that they needed to make. Haley Moore now for her par. Top 8 teams moving on to the quarterfinals tomorrow morning here at Eugene Country Club. Match play in quest for a national championship. And Moore makes her par. 4 under par, 68, including 6 birdies on her round for the freshman, 17-year-old. And another freshman with a victorious day as we send it down to Billy Ray.
All right, Bob, thanks a lot. Here with the individual champions, Division I Golf, Virginia Carta, and also here with Peter Fields, the chairman of Division I Golf. And Peter, I think you have something to give our champion here.
Virginia, on behalf of the Division I Women's Golf Committee, congratulations on being the individual champion in 2016.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
All right, Virginia, start off the day with a huge lead. At what point in time during the round did you feel comfortable that you had this thing wrapped up?
Honestly, on the 17th hole. I started breathing on the 17th, and I was really calm and relaxed in the last 2 holes. Before that, I was not relaxed. In fact, my long game was not that good as yesterday.
Was your game plan starting the day? We saw you playing very aggressive. You were going to continue that throughout the round. Was that part of your game plan?
Yeah, definitely. I had like all my boxes on the greens. I knew where to hit the ball. It was just hard because I was kind of nervous and confused emotions.
Speaking of emotions, how special was it coming off that 18th green and seeing your teammates there congratulating you on this title?
It's awesome. I'm really speechless. Thanks to my teammate, and if I won, it's also thanks to them. So, thank you.
All right, Virginia, thank you so much, and congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Carrying Arizona gets big hugs from head coach Laura Iannello. Arizona made a heck of a run. Haley Moore, fantastic. 6 birdies in her final round, a 4 under, 68. Needed one more birdie, though, to get the team into the 8th and final spot, which is held by Oregon as we send it down to Kay.
Oh, that's right. And there's nothing like true, pure joy. And I'm seeing it on your face, Ria, and the face of your team here. What does this mean to you? Representing the Northwest, the Pac-12, Oregon, you're hosting, and you guys are on to the match play portion.
It's amazing. You know, I think we really proved that we can play at this level. If you would have asked us after the fall season when we had a rough patch there and we finished 40th after our last fall event that we would have been standing here today competing for the national championship in match play, I would have been like, are you kidding me? But we're here and we're doing it, and it's golf and anything can happen, and we're really excited about that.
That's true, and you're going to go against my alma mater, UCLA, tomorrow. Good luck to you guys, and congratulations. Guys.
Let's take a look at the brackets as we move to match play. And Berko, we take a look at the matchups. What one intrigues you the most?
We'll look at 3-6, USC and Duke, 8 national championships in the past 12 or 13 years for those two programs. But when you look at it as a whole, the Pac-12 was the dominant conference throughout the course of the season. They are the top 4 seeds. Oregon, a 5th Pac